Hey, Mark.
Hey, Bart.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
How have you been?
Good. Yourself?
Yeah, good. I hope I don't get too tubby from the holidays.
You want to see some more pennants, don't you?
Yes. All right, and we are rolling, and I am excited for more pennants. So let's just dig right in. What you got?
All right. Let's just go with what's on top.
Yeah.
And I got quite a few more to show. I hate keeping these things to myself, stuck in bins, so I love sharing them.
Oh, look at that.
This is a cool one. Now, there's this very similar Boston Braves with that same mascot. I think he looks a lot like the Stanford Pottery guy.
He does.
Remember our episode on Stanford Pottery?
Yeah.
Very close resemblance and same timing as well. So the fact that the Boston Braves used it meant that it was probably one of their last pennants. And the fact that Milwaukee used it means that it's probably a first-year pennant for them.
Yeah, it's kind of looked like a hook-nosed version of Chief Wahoo.
Yeah, I think it might be Chief Schmohawk.
Love that, Milwaukee Braves. What else?
Yeah, you know, I kind of grouped these together, so there's probably going to be groups of 4 or 5 of the same team. So the next one we've got is a Milwaukee pennant as well. Same color felt, different design.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I love this guy. Now,
On the warpath.
Yeah, even the Kansas City Chiefs used the same Indian mascot for some of their pennants.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So the Kansas City football team used it too?
Kansas City football team used it later, so they kept the artwork on file, and obviously the Kansas City Chiefs one is from the 60s. So even though the artwork was created in the 50s, they held on to it and used it for other pennants.
That's amazing. Who was that coach for the Chiefs back then that would go against Lombardi?
Hank Stram.
Hank Stram.
Yes,
yeah.
classic. Yeah.
Totally.
I loved it when they mic'd him and you could hear his comments during the game.
Yeah.
Look at this cleat mark right here. Look at the cleat mark right there. One foot was out and the other one was off.
He was salty.
Yeah.
So what year do you think that would be?
This one is probably mid to late 50s. Now, I can pin it to that because the 57 and 58 Milwaukee Braves both went to the World Series. And both teams used this guy, this mascot with the dancing chief, and they had the names all the way around the perimeter.
I love the action marks too around the feet.
Yeah, it's super cool pennant, and the tomahawk that underlines the word Braves is just can't be beat.
So I'm assuming this would be Milwaukee again. Oh, wait.
Sticking with the Milwaukee Braves, yeah.
That one's a lot more sophisticated.
Look at the pretty colors in that one. Isn't it gorgeous?
Beautiful.
Yeah, the stadium depiction is really, really cool, and you get the Brave mascot with the 2 feathers, a little bit different than most that you see.
Yeah, and then what stadium is that? Is that, what do they call it?
County Stadium in Milwaukee.
Stadium, right.
Yeah, they called it Milwaukee County Stadium, and you can see it probably originally had green grass that may have faded to yellow. A lot of times that happened with these pennants. I don't know why, but this one's complete with the tassels on the back.
Yeah.
A lot of times I just fold them back because it makes it easier to store the thing. Late 1950s artwork, which was really a heyday, I think a golden age for pennants.
Definitely, it made a real leap from that last one.
Yeah.
Artistically.
Yeah, and keep in mind, each color had to be screened on with a different screen. So there was a screen for the white paint, a screen for the beige, a screen for the black, and a screen for the pinks. Oh, and the green grass. 5 screens it took to make this one pennant. So there's a lot of labor involved in making these. All right, switching teams. We got the Giants. Classic 1960s example.
San Francisco Giants.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Look at that detailed depiction of Candlestick Park. Now on this one you can see same thing. There's 5 colors. We got white, orange, green, blue, and yellow.
Look at that. I love the composition of it with San Francisco Giants and the bat and the ball and the stadium. They got it all in there.
Yeah, and as much as they got in, this one pales in comparison to the next one. Wait to see.
All right. Well, now I got to see.
Okay, hope you're ready for this one. This will blow your socks off.
Wow.
Check that out. Talk about a lot going on in a pennant.
I don't think I've ever seen a pennant where every square inch of real estate is used with a backdrop.
I know, it's pretty incredible. You got the Golden Gate Bridge, typical apartment buildings that pepper San Francisco throughout the city. You got the skyline back there. You've got the Giants in front of the baseball, and you got a baseball bat, and you got the bay with its rippling waves. I mean, this one has it all.
It almost looks like a pen and ink drawing.
I don't think anybody knows exactly who made these, but they really focused on San Francisco.
And these like would just be sold at the stadium, outside the stadium?
Probably both. I lived in the Bay Area as a kid, and I was really young, but I do remember as you drive into the parking lot, there would be vendors with pennants on sticks.
Right.
And things like that they were selling, souvenirs.
Yeah, those are the days.
Yeah.
So this would be 50s?
Yeah, this one would be when they first moved there, probably 58, 59.
Beautiful.
Beautiful pennant.
San Francisco, got any more?
Yeah, sticking with the Giants. This is a good one. This is a pretty rare one. 1962 Champs pennant.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and there's a matching Yankees one that's just like this, but with blue felt. Same batter design, same year, same font, same everything.
That's kind of a generic batter. They don't try and base it on anyone, because sometimes you can tell if it's DiMaggio or tell if it's a different player.
Yeah, this is just a generic player. It's just a classy pennant. There's not a lot going on there, but it just kind of speaks for itself, and it's super rare. It was only made for that one playoff runs.
I like the scroll, and the year on it is cool too. You don't always see the year.
Yeah, it's nice. Dated pennants are always a little more coveted than generic ones.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right, we've gotten away from the Giants now and on to Metsy.
Oh, look at that. The Miracle Mets of 69. And Mr. Met there, right?
Yeah, what a team it was. Huge underdogs. They surprised the world. They were just a doormat since the first year of existence.
Exactly.
They broke through. No big stars on the team, really. Nolan Ryan would become one, but he wasn't back then. But they surprised everybody, and it was one of the most memorable World Series, I think. Famous for a couple of great plays. I remember Tommy Agee made a great catch, and especially Ron Swoboda made a diving catch.
I remember both those names.
Yeah.
That's taking me back.
Oh, yeah.
Great year for baseball, 69.
Great year for baseball. Great pennant. Now, this is a heavily reproduced pennant. Of course, you can tell the differences.
How?
The material would be different. A cloth type of material as opposed to a cheaper felt that they would use today.
So that's an original.
Oh yeah, this is obviously an original.
What else you got? These are so fun.
Well, that was our only Mets pennant, so now we're on to the Chicago White Sox.
Oh, look at, I love how clean that is, and I love the font of the Sox.
Yeah, the font is great. The image is great. It almost looks like he's batting in front of the Roman Colosseum to me.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it? I mean, it's just a great image.
That would have been Comiskey?
Yeah, that would have been Comiskey Park.
That's cool though. It's clean and beautiful.
Yeah, it's a cool one. You don't see it that often. I mean, it's not ultra rare, but it's rare enough. Okay, next pennant. Sticking with the White Sox. This is a pretty tough one. You just don't see this one very often. As you can see, it's smaller 3/4 size with the classic Sox logo. But then you have two examples of their mascot back then, who was named Whitey.
Oh, I remember Whitey. What do I hear Whitey?
He was one of the banks that we showed in our porcelain bank episode.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so Whitey was the White Sox mascot in the mid to late 50s. They dropped him like a hot potato. I think Whitey is like a sock guy. Like, I know the Red Sox had the batting sock logo.
Right.
And I think Whitey was just a guy who was made from a sock.
Oh, okay.
Really an ill-advised logo, I would say. But
I love the red tassels too. Those look cool.
Yeah, I love when they have that kind of contrast. You got the yellow spine, the teal pennant, and the red tassels. Nothing matches, but it looks beautiful.
Totally. So we still on the south side of Chicago?
We're still on the south side. We got Chicago White Sox, a beauty.
I'll say.
Look at those colors. Now this pennant is rare. You can find this pennant more commonly with single white graphics. Just no colors, just simply white. And that's what makes up about 90% of these. The remaining 10 to 15% are colored like this one and the next one, which I think makes the pennant so much more beautiful. I mean, look at the depth of green.
Yeah.
The flesh tones on his face and the color behind the sock.
A lot of usage of pink.
Absolutely.
It almost looks like a football field too, Comiskey there.
Yeah, it was an odd stadium to say the least.
That's a great one.
Yeah. Now, to show how much these things could vary, even the same pennant, this is the same pennant but with dark blue felt.
I actually think that pops even a little more.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it pops more against the darker blue color. But I kind of like the red one more because if you remember the red guy, the guy in the red pennant had facial flesh tones, and this guy just has the white paint.
Wow, you notice every subtlety, Mark Steinberg.
Well, us pennant collectors tend to do that and obsess over this crap. But the person who made the pennant probably just forgot one step in the process to use the beige on the face. So it's just interesting. It's kind of a lack of quality control and just shows how handmade these were than the mass-produced stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So what you got next?
Oh, we're moving to the Dodgers, the world champs.
Going West Coast, leaving the Midwest.
Yeah, West Coast. Much to my dismay, they did win the World Series. But, anyway, this is a beauty, and it's one that you just never see.
Why?
No one knows the real reason, but I just think they made fewer of them. It doesn't look like a sanctioned pennant that would have been sold inside the stadium.
So someone would have taken it upon themselves to just make one and sell them outside, huh?
Could be. I think a lot of those vendors, the street vendors, they actually call some of them vendor pennants.
Striking nonetheless.
Oh yeah, super striking. I think they played at the Coliseum, because that looks like the Coliseum behind.
Yeah, Dodger Stadium didn't have that many levels.
Yeah, so this is probably one of the very first Dodger pennants. And gotta say, somebody took really good care of it, because this thing is in mint condition.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, no fading. It's just a beautiful pennant.
Yeah, let's do a couple more. Oh, going back to Brooklyn. Boy, he's really reaching out there. He's really protecting the plate there, isn't he?
Yeah, and it looks like he chopped it straight into the ground. We used to call that a worm pounder.
Right.
But
3/4?
It is another 3/4 size, yeah. Really cool.
Yeah, I love the tassels as big as the pennant. That's awesome.
Yeah, nice big tassels on this one, and you know, not a whole lot to it, just a classic 1940s design.
It looks very 40s. And it's always fun to see a figure that's different than and not typical.
That's true. Cool pennant. I mean, it's a little archaic in its design, but
that's its charm.
Part of its charm. Exactly.
Right.
All right, last one. We got a BF3, big, full-size pennant.
What does BF3 mean?
BF3 pennants were generally small, like mini pennants that you'd collect, smaller than about the size of a baseball card, but it would be a little felt pennant.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, so those are called BF3 pennants, and some of them were made into full-size pennants. They're very rare. You don't find them in full size.
That's why it's so simple, huh?
Yeah, it has to be a simple design, because they're not going to put an ornate design on a mini pennant. So,
look at that. It looks like folk art.
Yeah, it looks almost like folk art. Look at that mitt.
I know.
It's crazy. So I think these were made in the late 30s.
Obviously Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Dodgers. Just a classic design. Highlights the innocence of baseball.
Takes all kinds, right?
Yeah, so that's it for this time.
I love that. Well, thanks for this one. We're going to do more of these. Pennant Fever.
Absolutely.
All right.
No real stars, huh? Okay.